press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, I hope you have understood last class what I have explained. Next, let us continue with socialism in Russia. Socialism in Russia. Concept number 2.3, socialism in Russia. Okay, what we have discussed in the last class, economy and society in Russia, we have discussed in the last session. Next, in this session, we are going to discuss socialism in Russia. All political parties in Russia, illegal in Russia before 1914. All political parties before 1914. There are a number of political parties were illegal. Illegal, which means they were not having the registration. They were not having any registration which was given by government. They did not register it to the government. It was all political parties were illegal declared by the government, because if there was a political parties who organized all members and protest against the Tsar community. That's why Tsar king who banned all political parties, who declared all political parties illegal in Russia before 1914. The Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party was founded in 1819 by socialists who respected Marx's ideas. The one of the famous party, the Russian Social Democratic Worker Party. When was it founded? It was founded in 1898. 1898. Look at the board. It was one marks question. When was the Russian Social Democratic Workers Party founded? 1898. It was based on Marx's ideas. Marx, he was the father of communist idea. According to him, the workers are the owner of industries. According to him, workers are the owner of industries. And he supported working community, Marx. In like that, in the similar same, Russian Social Democratic Workers Party was founded in 1898 by socialists. Who started this party? Socialists who started this party, who respected Karl Marx ideas, who respected communist ideas. However, because of government policy, government who declared the policy, it had to operate as an illegal organization. Which party? A Russian Social Democratic Workers Party, which had to operate as an illegal organization. Why? Why had to operate as an illegal organization? Because of the government policy. I hope you have understood why the Social Democratic Workers Party had to operate as an illegal organization, because of the government policy. It set up a newspaper, mobilized workers and organized strikes. Which party? The Social Democratic Workers Party, which set up a newspaper in order to develop growth, in order to grow awareness among the people about the Tsar community, about the Tsar administration. Tsar was a misadministration. Tsar Empire was a misadministration. Tsar Nicholas II was the king of Russia, was not a good administrator. He did not care about the citizen. That's why this party, the Russian Social Democratic Party, set up a newspaper, mobilized workers. Workers anna sajjugolistidru. Mobilized, which means ready ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು workers ಅನ್ನು. Okay, organized strikes ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Okay, organized strikes, mobilized workers against the Tsar king, against the Tsar Nicholas II king. Some Russian socialists felt that the Russian peasant custom of dividing land periodically made them natural society. socialists. Some Russian socialist felt that ಏನ್ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ರಷ್ಯನ್ ಪೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪಿರಿಯಾಡಿಕಲಿ ಮೇಡ್ ದೆಮ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ socialists. So peasants are not workers, but they would be the main force of the revolution. They were not workers, peasants they were not a worker. They also supported to workers. Who had supported to workers? Peasants would be the main force of the revolution, and Russia could become social more quickly than other countries. Why? In the other countries, only revolutionaries, they were struggling against the government, such as France, England, so many states. But here, in the peasants plus workers, two members, they got together. And next, that's why the Russia could become socialist more quickly than other countries. Socialists were active in the countryside through the late 19th century. Socialists were active in villages, countryside, which means villages. And next, they formed the Social Revolutionary Party in 1900. There were two parties which could be seen in Russian society. The first one is Socialist Workers Party. The first one is Social Democratic Worker Party. It was founded in 1898. Socialist Democratic Worker Party. Here another party, it was formed, that is Socialist Revolutionary Party in 1900. The first one party is Social Workers Democratic Party. Here this party is the Socialist Revolutionary Party in 1900. There are two parties which could be kept on your mind. The first one is Socialist Workers Democratic Party, the Socialist Revolutionary Party in 1900. This party struggled for peasants' rights. Which party? Socialist Revolutionary Party. Which party struggled for peasants' rights? The Social Revolutionary Party. It struggled for peasants' rights and demand that land belonging to the nobles be transferred to peasants. ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. That is peasants. Okay, ಇದು peasants. Okay, what did they struggle? Who struggled for the support of peasants' rights? The Social Revolutionary Party. Another party, it was there, that is Social Workers Democratic Party. Here Social Revolutionary Party, this party struggled to whom? For peasants' right. And peasants, which means farmers' rights, and demanded that land belonging to the nobles. Noble gain ಸೇರಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ land, demanded that land belonging to the nobles, peasants' rights. And this party, there were two achievements made by this Social Revolutionary Party. The first one achievement is the party struggled for peasants' rights and demand that land belonging to the nobles, whatever the land which was belonging to nobles be transferred to peasants. Adanna ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Transfer to peasants ಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. Next, Social Democrats disagreed with Social Revolutionary about peasants. In this Social Revolutionary, this party, what was the achievements? What was their argument? Their argument, the land belonging to the nobles be transferred to peasants. This agreement was disagreed by Social Democratic parties with Socialist Revolutionary about peasants. Why did they agree? Why did they oppose this system? Andre ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇವರು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? Social Democrats, because Lenin felt that he was the leader of this Social Democratic Workers Party. Social Democratic Worker Party, according to Lenin felt that peasants were not one united group. Peasants ಒಂದು united group ಅಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Some were poor and others were rich. ಕೆಲವರು poor, ಕೆಲವರು rich, and next some worked as laborers. And other worked capitalists. Some work capitalists means investors who employed workers. Why did they oppose? What were the reasons given by Lenin in order to oppose socialist revolutionary socialist revolutionary party demands? What were the reasons opposed by social democrats opposed the social revolutionary party? ಯಾಕೆ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಡೆಮೊಕ್ರೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? He was the leader of Lenin. Lenin ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ? Peasants were not. Why? Because why did they oppose? Why did they oppose of social revolutionary party demands? Because social revolutionary party, it struggled for peasant rights. But in Lenin felt that peasants were not one united group. Some were poor, some were rich, some worked as laborers, while other were capitalists who employed workers. That's why they opposed this socialist. Given this differentiation, in this differentiation, whose differentiation? The first one is social, the differentiation between socialist revolutionary party, and next one is social democratic party. This differentiation within them, they could not all be part of the social movement. Okay, they could not all be part of the social movement. Why? Because this differentiation, which differentiation? There were differences between social revolutionary party and next one is social democratic party. Okay, this differentiation could not be all be part of socialist movement. And next, the party was divided over strategy of organization. There were two parties. The first one is Vladimir Lenin, who led the Bolshevik group. He was the leader of Social Democratic Party. Who was the leader of Social Democratic Party? Vladimir Lenin. And who was the leader of Bolshevik group? Vladimir Lenin thought that in repressive society means the Tsar society. The Dabbalike Samaja. Yardu repressive society? Tsar society. Like Tsar Russia, in the party should be disciplined and should control the number and quality of its members. Vladimir Lenin thought that in a repressive society like Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined. In the Vladimir Lenin, who led the who was the leader of Bolshevik group, Vladimir Lenin thought that in a repressive society which means like Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined and should control the number and quality of its members. He argued that. Who argued that? Vladimir Lenin. Okay. And next, another one party, it was that was called as Menshevik party. Thought that the party should be open to all, as in Germany iddante, open to all. Who argued that party should be open to all? Menshevik. Which were the two parties here? The first one is Bolshevik group. It was also called as Social Democratic group. Was the leader of this party? Vladimir Lenin. And another one is Menshevik party. It was also called as Social Revolutionary Party. Okay, I hope you have understood. And next, the turbulent time, the 1905 revolution. The turbulent time, which means ಒಂಥರ ಪ್ರಕ್ಷುಬ್ಧತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ all the peoples who gathered for agitation against the system. Okay, Russia was an autocracy. Unlike the other European rulers, even at the beginning of the 20th century, the Tsar was not subject to the parliament. Russia was an autocracy which means it was ruled by Tsar king, Tsar Nicholas II. It was not like democratic, it was not like communist, it was not like socialist. Russia was an autocracy which means monarchy system. Andre king as supreme authority, he was not restricted by any rules, written laws. This autocracy, unlike other European rulers, andre idu bere European rulers tara alla, even at the beginning of the 20th century, the Tsar was not subject any parliament. Andre he was not ಹಿಡಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟಿನ ಹಿಡಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು? Tsar. Liberals in Russia campaigned to end this state of affairs Which state of affairs? Tsar administration. The people fed up with the administration of Tsar. People fed up with the administration of Tsar. Why? Because the Russia landlords, Tsar King Nicholas II, who exploited the zamindars exploited the peasants. That's why people fed up with the administration of Tsar dynasty. Liberals in Russia campaigned to end the states of affairs. Together with the Social Democrats and Socialist Revolutionaries. There were two parties. They together. The first one is, I told you, Social Democrats, which was led by Lenin. Social Democrats, which was led by Lenin. It was also called as Bolshevik. And next one is Social Revolutionaries. It was also called as Menshevik. Sorry. The first one party is Bolshevik. Second one party is Menshevik. They worked with peasants and workers during the revolution of 1905 to demand constitution. Who worked with peasants? The first one is Social Democrats and Social Revolutionaries, who worked with peasants and workers. They supported two people. First one is peasants and next one is workers. During the revolution of 1905, why did they support? To demand constitution. They wanted constitution to rule over the Russia because they fed up with the administration of Tsar dynasty. That's why they wanted constitution. Therefore, they supported peasants and workers. And next, and also they were supported in the empire by nationalists in Poland, for instance. They are also supported in the empire by nationalists in Poland, for instance, which means example, Poland alli nationalist. Okay, here is the Poland nationalist, and in Muslim dominated areas by Jihadists who wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. Some part it was ruled by Muslim, some part it was led by Muslims. They wanted Muslim administration. Those who supported peasants and workers, the first one is Democrat and Socialist. Democrats, Social Democratic Party, Socialist Revolutionary Party, and next, in addition to that, together accompanied by nationalists in Poland. Okay, in Russia, some part of Russia, it was supported by Social Democratic, Socialist Revolutionaries, and next one is nationalist, and next to Jihadists, which means Muslim reformers within Russian Empire. So many places which was led by Muslims. They wanted freedom. That's why Muslim also Jihadists who wanted modernizing Islam to their societies. Why did they support? Why did the Muslims support for to peasants and workers? Because they wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. Okay, that's why they supported. Those who were supported to peasants and workers, Social Democratic Party, Socialist Revolutionary Party, Social Democratic Party, Social Revolutionary Party. Next one is nationalist in Poland, Muslim dominated areas, Jihadists. They supported towards the freedom, towards the revolutionary. Next, the year 1994 was a particular bad for, that is not 1994, that is 1904. That is not 1994, that is 1904 was a particularly bad Russian workers. Idu Russian workers ke it was very bad. Why? The year 1904 was a particularly bad for Russian workers. Why? Because price of essential goods rose. Prices of essential goods rose. The essential goods was increased so quickly that real wages declined by 20%. Real wages ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಯ್ತು 100% 20% ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. Real wages ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ. By the other hand, the essential goods rose so quickly that real wages declined by 20%. The membership of the workers associations rose dramatically. It was very bad for Russian workers. Why? Price of essential goods rose so quickly that real wages declined by 20%. That's why it was bad for Russian workers. The membership of workers association rose dramatically. When 4 members of assembly, okay, associations ಅನ್ನ create ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ. When 4 members of the assembly of Russian workers which had been formed in 1904, ಒಂದು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು, were dismissed the Putilo Iron Works. There was a call for industrial action. These 4 members, they formed an association in 1904, but they were dismissed at a Putilo Iron Work factory. Why did they dismiss? Because there was a call for industrial action. Why did they dismiss? Because there was a call for industrial action. Andre industry ವಿರುದ್ಧ oppose ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. That's why they were dismissed by the Putilo Iron Works company. Those who 4 members. Next, over the next few days after 1904, 1,10,000 workers in St. Petersburg went on strike. How many members? 1,10,000 members. They went on strike in St. Petersburg of Russia. Why did they start a strike? Why did they go for strike? Point number 1, demanding a reduction in the working day, because the working day was 15 hours. It could not be possible to them. That's why they wanted to reduce the working hours from 15 hours to 8 hours. That's why, therefore, so that the 1,10,000 people, workers, why did they go on strike? Why did they go on strike in the St. Petersburg? Because demanding a reduction in the working day to 8 hours, from 15 hours to 8 hours. An increase in wages. They wanted to increase wages because they wanted to take care of their families, and also this wages unable to expense their family. That's why they wanted to increase in wage and improvement in working conditions. Physical laboring work is very difficult for them. That's why they wanted to improve the working condition. These 3 demands. That's why all the workers in St. Petersburg, they went on strike in 1904 after. Why did they go on strike in St. Petersburg? Because demanding a reduction in the working day to 8 hours, an increase in wages and improvement in working conditions. Next, when the procession of workers led by Father Gaffan reached the Winter Palace, it was attacked by police and Cossacks. When this procession, the people, they wanted to go with procession which means ಮೆರವಣಿಗೆ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Why did they go? Why were they going? Because demanding a reduction in the working day to 8 hours, an increase in wages and improvement in working condition. When the procession of workers which was led by Father Gaffan reached the Winter Palace, and there was a Winter Palace. It was reached by Father Gaffan. It was attacked by police and Cossacks. Cossacks which means military person or military people or army. These 2 people, they attacked Father Gaffan. Over 100 workers were killed and about 300 wounded. How many members were killed? 100 workers were killed, about 300 wounded ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಾಯ ಆಯಿತು. The incident known as Bloody Sunday in this event which happened in Sunday, that's why it was called as Bloody Sunday, started a series of events that became known as the 1905 revolution. It was called as 1905 revolution. It happened in 1905. That's why it was called as 1905 revolution. Explain the 1905 revolution. Next days, The people 1,10,000 workers in St. Berg went on strike, demanding a reduction in working day to 8 hours and increasing in wages and improving in working condition. When the procession of workers led by Father Gaffan reached Winter Palace, it was attacked by police and Cossacks. Over 100 workers were killed and about 300 wounded. This event, which was known as Bloody Sunday, started a series of events that became known as 1905 revolution, which was called as Bloody Sunday. Which was called as Bloody Sunday. Answer, you have to answer this question easily. When the procession of workers led by Father Gaffan reached the Winter Palace, it was attacked by the police and Cossacks. Over 100 workers were killed and about 300 wounded. This incident came to be known as Bloody Sunday and also known as 1905 revolution. Okay, I hope you have understood. Next, strikes took place all over the country. When the people, how many members were killed? 100 members were killed. 100 workers were killed. 300 were wounded. In this situation, erupted all over the Russia. Strike took place all over the country and universities closed down. Strike took place all over the country and universities closed down when the students' bodies staged walkouts, campaigning about the lack of civil liberties. Why did the students and closed universities and strike take place? Because they wanted civil liberties. Civil liberty, which means civil freedom, civil independence. They wanted civil independence. That's why all the university was closed. Students' bodies staged walkouts. Students left the college and schools, complaining about the lack of civil liberties. Complaining about ಯಾದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? Lack of civil liberties. They did not have freedom to speech, freedom to express their feeling. That's why all the students and next member of workers complaining, staged walkouts, complaining about the lack of civil liberties. Lawyers, in this including of lawyers, doctors, engineers and other middle class workers, established Union of Unions and demanded a constituent assembly. They wanted constituent assembly. And next, during the 1905 revolution, the Tsar allowed all these achievement, all these efforts, those whose efforts, lawyers, doctors, engineers, middle class workers, students, so many people complaining about the lack of civil liberties. That's why during the 1905 revolution, the Tsar was the king of Nicholas II, Russia, allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament or Duma. It was called as parliament, it was called as Duma. In India, we call it as a parliament or Samsattu anta karite. Next, in German, it is called as Diet. Here also like that, in Russia, they were calling as a Duma, which means the parliament. The Tsar allowed the creation of, because in order to stop these strikes, the Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament or Duma. For a brief while during the revolution, there existed a large number of trade unions and factories communities made up of factory workers. For a brief while, ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನನ್ನ ಡೂಮಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ the revolution, there existed a large number of trade unions in Duma, and factory communities made up of factory workers. After 1905, most committees and unions worked unofficially since they were declared illegal. The king, in order to suppress these strikes, he declared all committees and unions worked unofficially since they were declared illegal. Several restrictions were placed on political activity. The king, he imposed several restrictions on the political activity. The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days. When it was created, after 75 days, the first Duma means there are a number of representatives who had come from different groups. Different groups. This Duma, it was evicted within 75 days and then re-elected second Duma within 3 months. Second time, second Duma. Number of MLA MPs in India like that, similar, same, in the same perspective, 75 days after re-elected second Duma, within 3 months, the king, Tsar Nicholas II, did not want any questioning of his authority or any reduction in his power. Did not want any questioning. The people did not want, the people could not question against the king authority and any reduction of his power. Nanna power ಏನು reduction angilla. That's why he did not provide any power to Duma. That's why he dismissed the second Duma after he changed the voting laws. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೂಮಾವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ, ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ he did not want any questioning of his authority or any reduction of in his power. He changed the voting laws and packed the third Duma next. First Duma, second Duma, next he packed the third Duma. He changed the voting laws, packed the third Duma with conservative politicians. Here you can understand, first and second Duma, it was fulfilled by liberals, radicals and socialists. But it was avoided in the third Duma. It was packed by conservatives and politicians. Conservative politicians. Okay, na? More members, liberals and revolutionaries. What he used the idea, the king, he kept out the liberals and revolutionaries. Those two people, liberals and revolutionaries, they always opposed the king administration, always opposed the king decision. That's why the king Tsar Nicholas II, he kept out the liberals and revolutionaries. Okay, na? Here this is the today lesson. I hope you have understood. Just you go through that. If you have any doubt, let me ask. I will clarify you guys. I will be with you. If you have any doubt, let me ask. I will clarify your doubt. Okay, I hope you have understood. Thank you.